One and all present here. Bangalore branch of SIIC of ICA warmly welcomes you for today's session. Before we begin today's session, we have few announcements to make. One is about the Friday's seminar happening as Manthana. It's a half-day seminar on TDS, where the interaction will be with TDS officials. Kindly to get registered as early as possible. The delegate fee is 250 around inclusive of GST. Next session is on 23rd March, which is on bank branch audit, which will be very useful for each and every one of us. There are speakers across South India who are going to visit and give the speeches. So kindly to get registered for that. Online registration is available on the website. Apart from this, we have launched about insurance products on our website, both at ICAI website and BangaloreICAI.org. You can buy those products, and in case of any kind of clarification, you can contact any of us for the further information. So going on to today's session. Today's session is by K Navaratna, Speaker K Navaratna. I request the Bangalore branch Chairman Shri to accompany the speaker and welcome him with the floor. Please welcome with the great round of applause. Thank you. And the short introduction about K Navaratna. He is a postgraduate in social work. He has done diploma in labor and administrative law, diploma in personal management and industrial relations, diploma in training and development. He started his career in 1982 with South Sangro Manganese and Iron Ores Limited and Sami Labs. He has got an interest in basically in literature, Karnataka literature, and he is successful in HR practicing professional. He has written 11 books on HR field, and he has added a musical touch to 13 labor laws in the form of Kannada song, which became very popular. And he has received recognition award from NIPM, and he has got memberships in NIPM, NHRD, ISTD, and Trainers Forum, Federation of Karnataka Chambers, FKCCI, Bangalore. So let us welcome the today's speaker, and I just hand over the session to him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be here to address this august gathering. I think this is my third presence here. Last year also, somewhere around April, I addressed on management tips on labor laws. Related to that also. So again, your institute has given me an opportunity. Therefore, first of all, I thank the chairman and the committee members for having invited me to deliberate my knowledge, whatever the knowledge I have got on labor laws. It is my pleasure. Today I have selected two subjects. Number one, latest amendments in labor laws for the last 1 to 2 years. What are all we have gone through. Quickly I will go through. Many of you may know various things. And the very latest judgment of Supreme Court on ordinary wages of PF for the last 3-4 days, okay, which is running here and there. Of course, court has not done anything, whatever that is there, it reproduced the law. Okay, otherwise we as an employer were very eagerly awaiting, and we had a lot of hopes on Supreme Court, but to our dissatisfaction, to our upset, only court has reproduced the law. Anyway, we can't help. Anyway, further steps has to take place. Because the employers are also very weak in India as far as my feeling is concerned, because I am very active in all employers' body like FKCCI, our professional bodies, CASIA, everywhere I see. But whenever particularly the labor issues come, the employers, they don't come forward. So that is how we employers end up in many times liabilities. Once it is gazetted, nobody has powers to revise or do anything. So rather it is my personal view. Employers are not proactive, okay, in submitting their objections, okay, or their views. Just to give an example, since I request all of you as a professional, because you are part and parcel of the industry and economy, all you CAs, finance people are doing human service, and contribution to the nation as well as the clientele. Just with one example, I want to go for my presentation. Recently, Government of Karnataka has revised the fee schedules in respect of Shops and Commercial Establishment Act, Contract Labour Act, Interstate Migrant Workmen Act, Factory Act, and another one or two act for the renewal. Perhaps you are all aware, you in your language, you call as Labour Act, Labour License, and the new language nalli. That is registration under Shops and Establishment Act. Government or concerned officers, they don't have any single paise contribution to the employer as far as that act or registration is concerned. Okay, you are all experienced, we are all experienced. Now they have exorbitantly enhanced the fees without any service. Okay, we as an employer, we don't mind in paying the fees to the government, revenue. Because the economy, government has to run on revenue, no second thought. But what is that they are doing for the employer? No help, rather there is a saying in industrial world, the employers are born to get harassed. I repeat, the employers are born to get harassed. So there is a statement. And what we can say, ease of business. Government of India has brought so many measures, other states also. Just to give an example, West Bengal and recently Andhra government, they have taken away the renewal of all these shops and establishments. No payment, taken away the renewal. Whereas Government of Karnataka, without any service, enhanced the fees. This is the ease of the business in Karnataka. So I am bringing to your notice. Registration charges, more than 20% enhanced in Karnataka. Karnataka is the highest. And what service sub-registrar they are doing, you are all aware. I think you are all involved in various property registrations, etc. 20% has gone. Let there be escalation, we don't mind. Proportionate to that. Karnataka is expensive, very expensive. How business will be done, how industry can be done, how industry they can come and obtain the land and register the land, how industry will come. So Government of Karnataka is very expensive and no employer are coming forward. I am in the Committee of Labour Laws in Federation of Chamber of Commerce. We go fight, submit, meet the minister, tell the minister and all that, and they are all not doing anything and all that. So my friends, my request to you, let us be all proactive. Normally I feel finance people with all due respect, labor consultant please involve and see, because this is the national interest as well as client's interest. Industries have to grow. Unreasonably exorbitant is no way accepted and it is difficult without any contribution. That is one point I would like to tell you that one. So therefore, whenever any such notifications are there from your institute or you as an individual, please cry. Unless the baby cries, mother will not give the milk. That saying is also there. So we have to bombard and do this one. Another example I want to give, how the state governments they work. Daily you might have seen the TV. For the last 1 week TV is interesting. Before that it was very bad because only Kamala, all that was all there. Okay. But last 1 week you are seeing, in the government of Karnataka, one advertisement will say, labor advertisement. Construction workers, government is far for them. If labor dies, we give 2 lakhs rupees. So, Maitri Sarkara, Karmikara, Hita Sarkara, Torustare. It is wrong. Why I am telling, it is all our money, your money. Government has no single paisa contribution in that. You as an employer, you are all aware, you are paying 1% cess on any construction activities, any projects. 1% cess even on your home. Other than the land cost, 1% cess you have to pay if it is because it comes under BOC Act, building and other construction workers. It is your money, hard-earned money, it is our money, it is the industry's money. We are all building factories, building, and we are contributing. And under the Act, 12 benefits are enumerated. Out of that, one benefit is if a labor dies while in the construction, you will get 1 to 2 lakh rupees. By the Act, what government is doing in that? But government is taking credit and they are showing on the TV. Anyway, with all due respect, unless we as an employer, unless we as a stakeholder, as an employer or association or professional, so they are all misled. We go on contributing without anything. So with this note of observation, therefore my request and appeal to you is in all these even labor matters, employees matters, be proactive. Be proactive. Add your thing, because company secretaries and chartered accountants have a great value, great voice, big voice, okay, professionals. Rather than we HR people, chartered accountants' words are more valid, okay. So therefore friends, this is one of my humble request to you. In all these things, please join hands, do this one and all that. Ultimately, society has to be benefited. We as a stakeholder should have get rightly and properly, it should be addressed. Okay. So with that, two observations as far as the labor law is concerned. Now, what I would like to first, I have made 3 points in my presentation today. Number one, what are all the latest labor laws amendment for the last 1 to 2 years? Quickly I will go through. That is number one of my presentation. Then normally, in as far as labor and HR is concerned, what are all normally compliance points? In it, they are part and parcel of some of your audit also, forms part of economic audit and other audit. However, as a professionals, I want to bring to your notice what is that. Okay, it is all the purview of the compliance as far as labor and HR points of view. Okay, that I show. Then third part, I will not use PPT. What are all the compliance as far as the labor law is concerned? In a brief, okay, in a brief perspectives of the compliance, how it is different from your financial audit and compliance. Okay, so this is how I would like to take. Then any question answer with that, I would like to take that one. This is my as far as the kitty is concerned today's provided time permits in that. Okay, labor laws amendments number 1, you are all aware. Major amendment was for Maternity Benefit Act, because today most of the women are entering into the market, so naturally it has to be given. So maternity benefit earlier it was 12 weeks, okay, was the eligibility for any woman, okay. In the industry now it has been announced to 26 weeks, and it has come into effect from 1st April 2017, and in that another two, now it is all tube babies and all that. There are other 2-3 aspects are also there. I am not going into that, because today's motherhood is very difficult, not like our mother's days and all that. Today it is very tender, very difficult. Days have changed. Even for that also they have made a provision. Okay, even adopted mother and all that, where they have to take. That also they have given provision. And also, in case, even after this 26 weeks, if that mother, if she wants to avail the leave, of course, subject to the consent of the employer, work from home will be also can be considered from 1st July 2017. But for that, the employer consent should be there. Because today economy is changed. During my time when I started, it was only the manufacturing industry. But today it is all IT and IT enabled industries are there, you are all there. And many of these IT companies and all that, they work from the home also. A new trend has come recently to IT companies. They asked me, Ram, why we should, for per square feet I have to pay some 1,000 rupees as a rent and all that. So my work even can be done online. Why I should keep my employees in the four walls of my company? I will ask them to work from the home only. I will provide all the facility. Please give me advice on implications of labor laws on this. They were asking. I said, idea is very good. Idea is very good. Why to travel all the way, take higher and make travel still more worse and all that. So like this trend has been changed today. Okay. And even the maternity benefit, we filed an objection to the government of Karnataka. Now another one. Now first is this one, 26 week and work from home. This is one. And maternity leave increase, that is same way ESI notification is also made. Because wherever maternity benefit act applies, ESI will not there. Where ESI is there, maternity benefit act will be not there. But benefits are almost same. Same way ESI act has also taken into that. Okay. So ESI also that has been all taken into that. That is commissioning mother who has a biological mother wishes to have a child, prefers to get embryo implanted in any other woman. Okay, legally adopts a child up to 3 months of age. For them also this leave is given for them. Okay, for them insured women shall be entitled to 12 weeks of maternity benefit from the date of child is handed over to the commissioning mother and afterward adopting the mother. These are all new trends in the society now. Okay, law has also gone according to that. And provided that the insured woman having 2 or more or 2 surviving children shall be entitled to receive maternity benefit under the provided 12 weeks That is what it is further, it will all go. Another important thing, you change what you must understand. This crèche facility, crash or creche or now Kannada Balawadi or Makkala Graha. It was only for the factories. Where there were more than 30 women employees, their employer had an obligation to have a creche. But now again days have changed. So now they made under the new amendment of Maternity Benefit Act, where there are more than 50 employees, the employer has an obligation to have the creche or creche. One thing you please remember, 50 employees it is said, not male or female. Not male or female. In fact, we deliberated on this point. We asked the government of Karnataka in one of the meetings, I asked, okay, because they wanted to make creche rules, Karnataka creche rules, they asked, we submitted our submission and objections and our suggestion also, why you are not mentioned any female or male? Government officer asked me one very sensible question, which was not occurred to my mind. It was a very good question. Tell me Ram, he is my good friend also, deputy level commissioner. Tell me Ram, today world is changed. Tell me, is it only the obligation of the mother to take care of the child today? No. No. It's the fathers are also taking. In fact, I hope many, I am seeing young persons also today, many of the small children are more attached to father than mother. During my childhood, we used to fear for our father. Amma kuda ena nodre appa anta helta nodu antidru modlu avage. ಈಗ now we have seen, even I have experienced my son, my daughter, son-in-law, I see, my grandchildren are more attached to the father and they take almost more than 50% responsibilities. This is common in most of the families today. With that he said, today are they not taking, why only mother should bring the child to the crèche? Supposing mother is somewhere outside or in foreign background, even father can bring the child to the crèche, you know, what is wrong in it? So why are you not changing your thinking around, be open? Then I said, well, yeah, what he's telling is a point. I realized what he's telling is a point. Why you should only attribute child's care to the mother? Father is also there. I said, fine sir, it is a good, anyway, no objection, you have given me insight. Thanks for all that. Anyway, as the days goes and the society's requirement and outlook and the context has been also changed, so paternity is also there. That's what one of the important things as far as Maternity Benefit Act is concerned. And next is Karnataka Factories Amendment Rules 2017. Very important amendment came. Here also all the factory license fees have been enhanced. Okay, number one, instead of physical form earlier we used to submit form 20 hard copy only. Okay, in October we must submit. Now they have made online e-Suraksha portal. Till last year they were asking, apart from e-portal, they used to ask hard copy also. This year onwards, no. So everything is there. Okay, it has to go for submit by e-Suraksha portal. Then first certificate of stability in 1A for every 5 years from structured engineers. Very important provision, please make a note. Earlier, once we start the factory, prior to commencement of the factory, we used to submit our plan and stability certificate. Once it is approved over, lifelong approval unless there are amendments. Stability certificate once, no, now, because a lot of accidents happened, building collapse, old building, all that it happened. Therefore, government took a view for every 5 years. This stability certificate by a competent person has to be submitted. So this is one of the compliance points. You must advise all your clients and professionals. Form 1A is the thing that certified, their list will be also there who are all competent and certified people by the department. That structural engineer has to give the certificate. That is compliance point every 5 years. And registration and other fees revised, fee scale changed. This I have already told. And also for the amendment, earlier there was only 250 rupees, now they have enhanced to 500 rupees. And earlier license was for maximum 3 years. Okay, now another important thing, now they have made till maximum 10 years. Provided the employer can afford to pay the fees, fine. So thereby bureaucracy's bribery has been cut now. Better you advise all your clients to opt in for 5 years, if possible 10 years, provided they are permanent. Of course nowadays nothing is permanent, that is different. Okay, don't have this 1 year, 3 years and all that. Once you pay, forget it, go on complying. The whole idea is inspector should not come to our place. We need not go to any place. Now, for example, after GST and all that, are we going, after net banking, are we going to the bank? Percentage is drastically reduced. We all agree. Today we are in entire different era. Like that we need not run to the department, anything. There is no direct interface with the inspector. Inspector should not have any job. Okay, that is another thing. 10 years, please advise, because even I have seen many clients who every 1 year they take. Why you want to waste your time, money, bribery, every year they will ask, why you do, instead of that, better you pay to your employees and save that money, do some good work for them. Next, return or submission of license within 2 months before expiry of date. This is also online. Okay, form 20 or 21, we said 21 is half yearly return, online that will be there. Now in factories you all know there are two important persons are there. One is occupier. Occupier is one who has got ultimate control over the affairs of the company. He should be either director only, no any other employee. Director only. Director means not called director. On the board of director has any say under the company law. Okay, not address. There are some companies they put director, but strictly naam ke vaste director. They are not on the board. What I mean director is only director can be nominated as occupier. I hope you are all aware. Otherwise, also it is a fresh refreshing. And in case of, but whereas a manager is a employee. Okay, your director can be also employee, managing director and all that because he is a director. Manager, if there is a change, normally operational head will be the manager. That's why they are called factory managers. Who is factory manager? Who is nominated under 2A? Okay, under form 2, who is nominated is a factory manager. Whenever there is a change, because man may come, man may go, managers may change. So there, whenever there is a change, form 3A is there. Okay, hard copy as well as online. That also within 1 week's time you have to notify. Okay, that is one of the compliance points. Okay, then appointment. Then next very stringent projects they made regarding the safety officer. Of course, the objective of the Factory Act is safety, health and welfare. You are all aware. It is a mother act. So how the recruitment should be there? Safety officer, very stringent rules. Good. It is good for the industry. We as an employer, we welcome that. Medical officer posting in each shift. Earlier there was only one medical officer used to be there in big factories. One shift. Now they have made in all the shifts you should be there. Earlier they said dispensary in a factory or near the factory it was there, in factory compound. Now it is say beyond the compound, but it should be near. That is what they made. And medical officers should be available all the time because accidents, illness, anytime it can happen, because factory is a 24 operation. So ambulance room provision, that's what it is all there. It is there. These are all Karnataka factory rules, amendment rules as far as the Karnataka factory rules are concerned. Next, as far as the PF is concerned, administrative charges for provident fund reduced. In 2017, if you has reduced the administrative charge 0.65% from 0.85, you are all aware, you are all implementing. Now everything that is also online. And next, another important thing, women service. That is really very good. I think that way this project government has done a lot of new things. Okay, as far as all categories are concerned, at least I am talking from labor. Lot of things are there, but people are not aware. Women service, whereas housing loan, PM Awas Yojana, etc., they have all simplified, eligibility and all that. You can advise all your client companies, members, okay, you can make use of this one. Okay, it's all online facilities are available. And all the governments are talking, after Modi's government, inspections by Labour Department, ease of business, they are all talking. Because we as an employer, we strongly resisted what every time 4, 5 inspectors they will come, they will demand, what is all this? We don't mind one inspection, but often very coming, so many officers, multiple officers, it is all harassment. We don't want this one. Okay, it has become really pain. So therefore the government said, let us make ease of the business. So they made one circular, once in a year inspection would be there. Even if an inspector wants to come, prior intimation should be there. Okay, a lot of ease of the business government of Karnataka has also made. You can visit their site, you will come to know, you can make use of that one. Next is Child Labour Act. Whenever you go to any of the client factor, particularly the apparel industry, tobacco industry, you will see child who is prohibited, all that you will see. Okay, so that also they have made very rigorous. So below 14 years is the child. Okay, after that 14 to 17 is adolescent, then adult. That's what it is defined. And child labor is strictly prohibited. Okay, nowadays I am also seeing even in hotels and everywhere drastically it is all reduced. And in case if a person is caught under child labor, that straight away 10,000 rupees penalty is there and prosecution will be there. So therefore propagate child labor abolition everywhere in your sector. Next important another provision is, earlier we used to say WC, Workmen's Compensation Act. In 2017 Act was amended and it is made as Employees Compensation Act. Earlier only laborers were eligible for the compensation. But with this act, what manager has made sin, what supervisor has made sin. So therefore they change even employees. Of course, salary limit they have kept 8,000 rupees. That's okay. Okay, they have made provision in that, and managers, supervisors also eligible as far as the employees' compensation benefits are concerned. So in that, at the time of two important things you have to keep in mind. Number one, whenever any new employee is inducted, it is an obligation on the part of the employer to inform the new employee that in case of any accident, I mean WC covered employee, what I mean to say, not ESI employee. Because ESI will take care, you are all aware. In case of any accident and all that, you are eligible for the benefit under this act. You have to say and make a record. The Civil and Human Material Benefit Act also, that is also obligation on the employer at the time of induction. For women, they should say, in case you carry on, in case if this happens, you are eligible for 26 weeks of leave. And also the benefit, maternity benefit, whatever that is our medical benefit we say, if ESI is not there. It is obligatory on the part of the employer, they have to make a record. Therefore, I request all of you to please make an endorsement of that on the first day. Take the employee signature and keep it in the file. Keep it in the file. Because tomorrow any of the auditor or in compliance point, they will ask. And now the mandatory is they have to display the chart also, abstract what we say. Kannadadalli Saramsha, English ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾರಾಂಶವನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ರೂಲ್ ಇದೆ. So WC Act that we have to do this provision this is one of the important provision of the thing. And after the following, fails to inform the employees of his rights to compensation as required under 17A. Penalties earlier it was 5,000, now it is 1 lakh. Penalties have been enhanced drastically. Okay, so that you be aware. And earlier it was penalty was 3,000 rupees, now 10,000 rupees for higher amount as central government may specify. So penalties have been enhanced. Okay, that is under the provision of WC Act. So as far as the display of the acts are concerned, WC Act, Child Labour and Maternity Benefit Act, these charts are mandatory. So therefore, please keep in mind, advise all your people as far as the compliance is concerned. Next important provision, very best provision I can say, payment of the wages act. Earlier, wage limit was 18,000 rupees and effect from 2018 wage limit enhanced to 24,000 rupees. It means the benefits available under the PWA is extended to the salary limit of 24,000 and below. And all the payments to be made by bank. But however, keep in mind, cash payments is not prohibited. That you be aware. There was some misconception, hey, cash kodo again, no. Whatever the major payment, all it has to go to the bank. Some emergencies and some people, cash will be there. Okay, cash payment is also allowed, it is not that. Okay, so 24,000 is the limit. So next is payment of gratuity act. Gratuity maximum limit enhanced to 20 lakh from 29th March 2018. Of course, in recent budget, now they have made 30,000, but yet act has to come to shape. Therefore, right now I am talking only 20 lakh. Okay, as a usage under the act. Next, very important. Please advise, because you are all finance people. Very important. 10% per annum simple interest payable for in case where the gratuity interest is not paid within the specified time with effect from 2017. You are all aware, gratuity to be paid when, number one, eligibility, all that is okay. I am not talking about those clauses. Supposing employee resigns and goes, now we take our own sweet time, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, another month settlement will delay. Gratuity as per the rule within 30 days it has to be paid for the eligible employees. Now if an employee makes a claim, my employer is defaulted or delayed my payment, we will end up in paying 10% per annum interest. Please be aware. Avoid this one. Financial implication is there. I think you as a financial people, very important point. It has effected from October 2017. It is a gazette. Okay. One important thing I would like to bring to your notice, I hope most of you are aware, ESI is one of the best act. I always salute. There may be disadvantages, everywhere plus and minus will be there. But ESI, now drastically it has changed. Advise all your client companies and all the employees, if you get any time opportunity, people who cross above 40 years, ESI has made a provision for annual medical checkup for them. Free. 13 to 14 diseases including diabetes, sugar, all the so many things they have made. And they check very freely and give their reports online. And ESI, everything is free for the members. You are all aware. Please advise. See that maximum people gets maximum benefit in this. Okay. Now it is covered. Earlier they made only for 18 districts everywhere. Because you will all agree with me. People like us and you all, even if we go to small diagnostic test, minimum 100 rupees for pre-prandial, post-prandial check we pay. Other thing and all that you are all aware what is the cost of check. But whereas in ESI everything is free. Okay, that way it is all very good at. Okay, please take that on. I take this opportunity to admire one ESI provision for the benefit of all people, because labor is not only the liability, it is a welfare also, wherein we all of us are involved. One great thing about ESI, any retired person, I am talking ESI covered, I mean 21,000 today, below 21,000 people I am talking. When he retires or quits his job, provided had he been a member of ESI for 5 years, I mean preceding 5 years, even after retirement or quitting his job, he can pay monthly 10 rupees or yearly 120 rupees only to ESI. He and his wife, they can get across India free medical treatment. Only specialty hospital treatment is not available. Tell me, where is available? Even if we go to quack, we end up in paying 50 rupees. Even if we go to quack. So ESI is a great benefit. Is there? Please advise. Okay, concerned people to avail that one. And ESI, there is no any age or there is no any wage limit. ESI is best for the employer. Recently, 2 years back, I came to know in West Bengal, there was one laborer, he had 64 multiple operations, including accident. 1 crore, 13 lakh, 65,000 something was the expenditure total for him. He was under ESI, everything ESI paid, no single paisa, that labor was alright after 3 years. 1 crore, 13 lakh, 65,000 rupees. That is a benefit under ESI. Therefore, please advise. So all your people, cover everybody under ESI. Okay, see that benefits can be availed because they are all really very good in current scenario. And that's what annual preventive check. Next is another important provision under the Karnataka Industrial Employment Standing Order Act. We normally say SOSO, Standing Order Act, which is a service condition for the workman. Age of retirement announced to 60 from 58 years. Okay, in fact, we as an employers association, we went for the writ, but the judgment was against us in the government of Karnataka High Court. So many of the unions were demanding do and all, and a lot of disputes were also pending that one. So the effect of this, you have to advise all your clients wherever certified standing orders are there. Okay, they have to amend their standing order, incorporating the retirement age from 58 years to 60 years. Okay, that is one important provision of the government of Karnataka standing order rules. And next important amendment is Labour Welfare Fund from 2017. In Karnataka, Labour Welfare Fund is paid only once. In other states, different frequencies are there. Let me not go into that. I am talking of only Karnataka and central government. Contributions announced to rupees 20 to 40 employees. 20 rupees from the employee and 40 rupees from the employer. Okay, it means every December, those who are of all the workmen will deduct 20 rupees, employer and 40 rupees, 60 rupees will pay. January 15th, you have to submit to the Karnataka State Labour Welfare Fund Board, which is in Yeshwanthpur. Okay, we have to submit. That is the provision of that. Here also one point I would like to bring to your notice. You as a financial professions, many of you may be advised to IT companies and all that. IT companies normally the wage and salary is very high. This Karnataka Labour Welfare Fund is applicable for the organization where there are more than 50 employees, number one. Number two, it is applicable for the workmen. It is not applicable for supervisory and managers. And manager and supervisor, they should be in real terms of manager and supervisor, not just naam ke vaste. I mean, their nature of function should be like that. If they are there, for them it is not available. Earlier, even including me, I used to advise all my clients, including IT companies, you pay what is there, 10 rupees. You pay what is their labor welfare, what they used to pay. Where there are more than 1,200, 2,000 employees will be there. There is a liability. 10 rupees to almost 20 rupees came, 60 rupees per employee. If there are 2,000 employees, then what is the financial implication? It is huge. So many companies I advise, they save a lot of money because supervisory and managers are not covered in that as far as Karnataka is concerned. That is why Tamil Nadu government amended the act. They made even for the supervisory and managers in Tamil Nadu. Karnataka may also follow suit. So be aware, financial implications as far as this thing is concerned. Compliance as well as financial implication. Next is Payment of Bonus Act. There is no any much change, you are all aware. But however, I am talking of 2-3 years. I am consolidating. So annual return. Every employer shall on or before the first day of February in each year upload annual returns in the Form D web portal of the Ministry of Labour and employment giving information to the particular specified in respect of the preceding year. Particularly for the organizations where they are coming under the central sphere. I mean, you are all aware, central, state and concurrent list, you are all aware. Okay, like shipping, banking, insurance, they are all central sphere. So for them, they have to load to the portal of the central government and they have to upload. Whereas in government of Karnataka, still they have to submit, okay, Form D manually only. Earlier it was after 1 month from the payment. It means accounting year end was due was November 30th. By December, Form D has to be submitted annual return. Now it is February 1st. Okay, so that is one of the important provision. Okay, annual return, giving information to the particular specified in the Act. But one thing is, though even if you file online, all those should be available to the inspector. Okay, all those should be available to the inspector. Okay, in whatever it is all mentioned, etc. Electronics form may be there. Okay, and same in everything is there, and information of it is all allowed under as per the what is that e-provision. Okay, e-governance provision, it is all allowed under that. That is the provision of the Bonus Act. Now, Minimum Wages Act. Okay, very important. Today I thought it is very important because I am relating to the new judgment of EF also for that. Okay, so many of you, I don't know whether you have read or not read. It is again next month revised wages will be there again as far as Government of Karnataka is concerned. And Government of Karnataka has notified for 84 industries wages. Government of Karnataka has fixed. I am talking of 2017 December. 37 scheduled industries wage was revised, for which we had a tooth and nail fight with the government. We met various representation, we influenced, we went to the court also. Now arguments are over in court, yet we are waiting for the judgment of Karnataka High Court. Normally we as an employer, we are not winning the case. Okay, now 1 month back union argument was also over. And court, as per our knowledge and experts in the field, so quantum they may not do anything. Because in a city like Bangalore, 50,000 rupees is meager. That is what judges also feel. I hope it may be true also. It may be true also. So therefore it is all going to come. People who have gone for the writ, they will end up in paying retrospectively with that. So that's what the position. However, judgment is being awaited. Okay, just I am giving the important provisions of that amendment. Some of you are aware, fine. If you are not aware, please see look into that. And that high skilled only I am taking, higher skilled, 12,000 to 16,000 is the limit. I am taking highest wages in that. Very important. Now next point whatever I am telling you. Please understand, advise all your clientele, workmen or anybody who are coming under the minimum wages, those who have put in more than 10 years of service in that company, apart from that revised minimum wage, whatever that is declared, in addition to that, for every 1 year, 1% enhancement on basic wages max 10 years or 10 times whatever that will be there, has to be added to the basic DA wages. This is by notification. In other words, 10 ವರ್ಷ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವೇಜ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ 10% ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾ. ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ವಾ ವೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮಾಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್. Many people are not aware as per me. In fact, last 26th I did a program for All India Manufacturers Organization, same level of compliance. 90% people they were all not aware. Now phone after phone me for me, sir, idagide ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ. So small thing, but be aware. Then applicable to, please understand this, all this wage is applicable to contract labor also. Many people are under the impression employers contract labor, he will do, why you should bother and all that. No, contract labor is a very serious thing, like minimum wage. For social security, employers' contribution to be paid by them and not deducted from employees. Employers' contribution should be on minimum wage. Very, very important. Because I also worked in industry in a senior management position, involved in compensation, benefit and all that, salary structure, everything. Particularly you are all finance people, whenever salary anything come, HR people will come to you, sir, nam salary structure kodi sir, yav tar structure madಬೇಕು, people will ask you. depend on your other. Okay, whenever that is there, most of the companies I am telling you, as I have seen as a practitioner, as a consultant, CTC, we say CTC is Tumba Mosa. Okay, CTC in that only employer contribution out of that, they take the employee's contribution in that and they figure they jata. This is what minimum wage you cannot do. Supposing my salary is 12,000 rupees. 12,000 of 12% whatever that comes my peer, employer has to pay separately. He should not showing me 15,000 or 18,000 salary and taking that money from that and show, look, this is your salary. If the employer says he is wrong, non-compliance. As an inspector, I may catch you. And as a non-compliance, okay, you have to pay. Again, it is minimum wage. The inspector has got full powers to do that. Please check up salary structure of your company and all that. Okay, please, particularly the workman, I mean 50,000 below, what, not workman or I don't want to say anything, category, salary, as far as PF is concerned. Okay, below minimum wage, whatever that will be there, I think it is almost about 11,000 odd is the lowest. Okay, in that, whatever PF will be there, don't make any taking out of that. If you do that, it is a very bad thing. And for trainees under the standing order, 75% of the minimum wage is earlier also allowed, now also it is allowed. Because in salary structure, what happens, one problem we face practically. Sir, last year whatever the fellow joined, this year whatever fellow joined, next year also fellow joined, how the same wage can be there, sir? There should be some parity, you know. Naturally, it is a practical problem. It's a practical problem. So 75% wage is allowed, but we advise at least to make 70%, 80%, provided as a training provision is made in your standing order or you have your own training scheme. Just not kavasti ellarku madokagalla. And trainees also, please understand, mute to year training kodtira, kasaguso year training kodtira, 3 ತಿಂಗಳು 6 ತಿಂಗಳು okay. Beyond that, is there a training is justified? No. So 6 months to 1 year max. Beyond that, it becomes unreasonable, will be caught if we continue that one. So be aware and take care of that. And of course, this is last year, I mean still we are in a March. Okay, now March already new VDA has come already, Government of Karnataka. 2 days back I read, but I do not remember, I have not put it because I was out of station. This is current points I am talking, 263, 18, 19 points are there. On that VDA, CLA we say minimum wage, cost of living allowance. Equal wages for women employees, that is what minimum wage it said. Payment of wages through bank account, that is also made. Splitting of minimum wages into other components prohibited. Wages to be paid as per specified in the notification. Government of Karnataka. Please don't split minimum wage. As far as the Government of Karnataka, whatever that is you have mentioned. Of course, Government of Karnataka wage is high compared to other states. Okay, so don't split that one. Otherwise, if you split, we will end up in unnecessary problem and our productive time is going to be wasted. And these are all major amendments. Forthcoming new laws, pipelines, in and now government's term is over. Maybe probably after new government only all these will take, provided the same government continues. Draft code on social security and welfare. Okay. Then model shops and establishment act they have already brought, because otherwise shops and establishment was a state subject. That's how Karnataka shops and establishment, Bombay shops and establishment, West Bengal, they were all there. The code on wage bill, payment of wage, minimum wage, equal remuneration act, all that they must have made one bill. Code on wages bill. Okay, draft and already it has submitted. Code on industrial relations bill, I mean industrial dispute act, industrial employment standing orders act and the trade union act. All these acts together they made code on industrial relations bill, which they were already placed, but nothing took place. Okay, probably the next government, same government if it continues, so during subsequently it will all come, but these are all the bills already presented in the parliament, particularly this wage bill was presented, which you are all aware. Some additional information in Economic Times. Okay, this was a notification in Economic Times. Proposal government to pay half of extra medical maternity benefit act, likely to reimburse employers salary for 7 weeks. What happened? Government in a hurry welfare mode, they announced 26 weeks maternity benefit. But what was the impact, you know, in the reality? Many of the employers had a second thought on appointment of women employees. Hey, bidappa 26 weeks, avage sambala koಟ್ಟು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಮಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, why to pay? Leave the multinational and all that. But everybody cannot be, particularly SMEs, they cannot afford to pay. Okay, because their 80% of the revenue will go for all payment of tax, this and all, and late payment if it is there, they are finished. they are finished. Instead of 30 days cycle, if it goes 120 days, their life is finished. That is why I said employers in India are born to get harassed. Okay, that is why I say. So, government to allow the employer and to encourage the female employment more and more, which is the trend and justified also. So, likely to reimburse employer salary for 7 weeks. Anyway, this is only paper notification, yet law has not come. But it may be true, no wonder. Then ESI, funeral benefit, 10,000 was there, it is announced to 15,000 rupees. In ESI, there are 5 benefits, that's why it is called Panchadipa. ESI logo is Panchadipa. 5 lamps are there. One of the benefit is funeral. Funeral, if a member dies, he will get 10,000 rupees to transport his corpse or Shava Sanskara. 10,000 rupees is allowed. Even if he has no any legal heirs, even his friends can take that one, subject to proof and all that. That is the provision. Now they have made to 15,000 rupees. That is good. One more important, we as an HR, we are very unhappy about this. Trade Union Act, Trade Union Bill 2019, Trade Union at national level recognition of trade union. Recognition at state and central level initiated the process. In India, there is no any obligation for the employer to recognize any trade union. That is the biggest problem for the union. Like Toyota, if you take the strike, when the last time Kumar Swamy was there, Toyota said we don't recognize union. If you insist for this, I will shift my factory. They made ready. Then Kumar Swamy all the way came, ran down, he pursued, 18-day strike, he withdrew and all that. He used his influence those days. Trade union recognition is not there. That's why we employers, we are saying there is no obligation legally employers to recognize. And as I know as an employer person, we as an employers, most of the employers not for any union. Okay, reasons may be varied. Okay, now therefore we initiated, we also submitted our objection. No, please don't do this law. We used all our pressures and all that. National level, nationally you recognize, no problem. But state and all that don't make this law. Then we employers, we are not happy. So that is very state, but they are putting some guidelines which was not there. Okay, this will have a major impact on many industries and the psychology of the employers. West Bengal, just for your information, West Bengal shop site deemed renewal, no fees. That's what in the beginning I said. Now every 3 years and all that, we have to go and meet the inspector, online pay the payment, wait for labor license. Sir, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಹೌದಾ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೌದಾ ಏನು ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೌದಾ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we shall the money that is not possible, there is no 1 paisa help. So all those states have banned. Why Karnataka is not doing? Instead of announcing the payment and made the employers like miserable, how industries will come? What is the motivation for the employers to do this one?
So their daily collection is 30,000 to 1,50,000.
Of course, it is everywhere. We can't eradicate. But anyway, I am telling the other part of it. We are not concerned. Let us not envy of that. Tamil Nadu shops and holidays. Tamil Nadu had holidays with the wages that could be accumulated under 45 days. Under shops and establishment, Karnataka also 30 days leave can be accumulated. Even Factory Act also. Tamil Nadu has amended. There also it was 30, 45 days. Okay, leave accumulation was made. Other states now also follow. One thing you might have experienced, particularly in HR policies, if your clients are multi-state companies or multi-business companies in different states, implementation of the Shops Act is difficult because leave provisions are entirely different for each state. One state is like another state is like. In some states it is less, some states it is more. So uniformity of the policy, HR policy, leave policy is difficult. Okay, so that is what that they have made as far as the Tamil Nadu is concerned. Some of the additional Provident Fund employees point, 2018 functionality for filing nomination. Earlier we used to give Form 2 nomination, which was most important. They have made online, Aadhaar based e-sign they have made, now there is no physical Form 2. Okay, and Form 2 is most important because when a person dies, first nomination form they will ask. Once I was prosecuted when I was working also because my deputy failed to take his signature of the employee. Incidentally, he was CA from Mysore, young boy, 24 or 25 years boy, he died. It was a big problem. 2 was very important. Okay, next. Pensioners portal March 2018. Very good scheme it is under the PR. Pensioners can view all that. Pensioners portal they have made. For facilitating ease of doing business online, functionality for calculation and payment of damage under section so and so, belated remittance function. I hope you might have all experienced earlier. They used to send big 4-page, all that collection after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, damages and interest they used to send earlier. Now, because of all this technology and e-governance, fatapat, in 2 months you will get if you are delayed. And you need not, earlier we used to go appear before RC, submit do thing and do all things, run in 10 times, pay to a consultant. It has all gone now. Automatically you will get, better you pay and finish off. First of all, pay in time. My submission is, prevention is better than cure. You know, unless you pay in time, your governance is bad, you will write an audit report also. Okay, not compliant and all that, you will not get the benefits as it says under IT. Okay, so all that is going to come. And whenever it comes, please advise your clients, don't wait, opening and all that, but pay, let them pay. There is no second thought. Because this damage and all that, even the commissioner or a trust, only trust has got the power to revise or take back. Otherwise, nobody has power. Normally. Unless it is a BIFR company and all that. Okay? So be aware, better small amount, don't keep pending and get into that. Interest, nobody can waiver, you are all aware. Under PF. Why not? Because member, employer pay or not pay, member is going to get interest, you are all aware. Therefore, interest is not, what I can say, it cannot be wiped out. Better to pay all that, whatever that will be there. Next, auto challenge will generate, the employee need not visit EPF office for this penalty and all that. And Form 5A also, you are all aware, management information, now they have made digital. Earlier you used to submit once in a while or whenever there are changes. Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsaha Yojana, PMRPY. Most important. I don't know how many of you are aware or not, no, but in the field, as a consultant I have seen, most of the employers are unaware of this. And professionals, they don't know at all. Better you take the benefit. Here, it is a 3-year scheme. I think after 2016, whoever all joined, for 3 years, the employer's contribution, if you enroll in this, employer's contribution will be paid by government. For one of my company where there are 1,800 employees are there, I saved 1 crore 3 lakhs. Under this scheme, I saved 1 crore 3 lakhs. Because I advise them, they need, it's another company. In Bangalore, 5-6 units are there, 1 crore 3 lakhs we saved. Here in this scheme, those who have not done, better approach PF department, online everything is there, or come to us, we will give you the information, avail the benefit, government given benefit, why do those? Benefit for the employer, to encourage the employment. Okay, 3 years one can avail the benefit. And wage analysis of contractors for contribution variation, most important. It is all digital technology. Normally, cheat or problems or violations will happen by contractors, we presume so. Now, department sitting in their office, they can view the pay sheet. They can view the pay sheet of all registered code contractors, everything. They will see everything. Kerala has already come into the existence. Any variation they will all see. If there is any variation, then they will come, check, ask for inspection, etc., etc. Otherwise, inspection has also gone. So one point what I want to say here, what we have to advise all our companies that, number one, cover everybody, don't make any Allah, penny wise pound foolish should be there, number one. Number two, pay in a time, I mean 15th, whatever that stipulated date is there, okay. Once you follow this one, you are free from any inspection. I mean regularity. If there is too less, they will come and ask. If too high, also they will come and see that variation. Okay, what we say, paradigm change. So that is only one you will get a track. And all is so that this digital, nobody can cheat. Everything is visible for the PF department. Okay, that is what wage analysis of the contractors. Now they have started with the contractors, later they will take those who are regular cheaters and all that. Then ESI, dispensary come branch office, DCBO they call, delivery mechanism in every district.
One question on the previous slide. What kind of companies is that Rozgar Yojana applicable to? Is it applicable to?
Those who are wherever PF is covered, everybody. For the new employees it is available. If you go to their site, it is information is there on that. All the new employees, not all the employees they will get. After 2016, 3-year scheme that is. New employees, you have to enroll, some formality is there. Okay, everything is online. Okay, then they will give the approval finally. Then automatically they will not pay the money to the employer. It is all going on, get adjusted. Okay, get registered. Beautiful, useful. I can say, tumba best ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬಲ್ಲೆ ನಾನು. Okay, please make this up.
So is the scheme employer need not contribute or he has to still contribute?
No, employer for the first that 3 years employer need not contribute. ಮೊದಲಿದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದೆ adjust ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. That is what it is there. Okay.
The first 3 years
That's one.
government plus employee.
Employees will be deducted. Employers I am talking. Reason is one. Number one, they want to encourage employment. Take more and more employees. Thereby they are given the incentive to the employer. That is what we have to employ. Because they had a program for 1 crore or 2 crores employment, you are all aware that government has a nomination. Sincerely they have done, but unfortunately we are ignorant, or whatever you say and all that, we have not utilized.
How this PMR scheme works, how the mechanism works, I just want to understand that.
Please speak loudly.
Pradhanmantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana was PMR, right? How that mechanism works?
I think you visit their site, all the details are there. If you want data, I will give you the write-up. Okay? The employer has to register, every register is there, he has to do certain information in that. The employees and all that details, everything has to do, then they give the approval on the online. Then automatically it will all start. That's how it will be there. Okay? You can see, say there are so many booklets have also brought department. Can you go through or meet your local inspector, they may also guide you. That one. Or inspector, if you have any problem, please come to us, we will help you. That. Okay? Because it is subject by itself. Okay. Then dispensary, earlier ESI only used to operate dispensary. Now what they have made friendly in all the district with the help of the employers, you make the dispensary, we will all facilitate you, you run. Primary medical service and cash benefit delivery, modified employers utilization dispensary on pilot basis they have started in some district. It means strengthen the stakeholders participation in primary care service. What they make there, hired premise, furniture, equipments and medicines by ESI they will give. Employees in that and doctors, employer has to attend, employee. Okay, this is the scheme in that. Okay. Umang scheme is also there among ESI. What is the declaration or motto of ESI? Chinta se mukti. Mobile app also they have made, all details IP can get under ESI. Okay, so that's what Chinta Se Mukti, that is really very good. And recently, that's what in the beginning when I said, government of Karnataka has revised their fee structure of shops, contract labor, everything, including VOC Act. Okay, now coming to the last, which is a burning subject in the field, Supreme Court has given a verdict on ordinary wage. Okay, ordinary wages, CPF judgment, what will be there and all that. Friends, one thing, don't cudgel your head. Whatever act is there, court has given the ruling. What is ordinary wage, you read. But for quick purpose, what I am telling, ordinary wage is all the basic, what I mean. Basic, it is all defined. Like overtime allowance and bonus, and the HRA, these are all exempted. They are not basic wages. Under that it is already defined. Okay. But many of the recalcitrant employer, I am using recalcitrant employer, what they have done, just to save the PF and all that, whatever they spirited like anything, under the garb of what? Special allowance, this allowance, that allowance, etc. etc. So thereby what happened, the liability on PF came down and it has gone. That is where inspectors were catching and all that. So therefore, even court has said they used one word, camouflage. All this was based on camouflage. That is what Supreme Court has said. Okay. Here the court has ruled out the allowance in question where essentially part of the basic wage camouflage as part of an allowance so as to avoid PF deduction contribution accordingly to the provident fund account of the employees. Okay. Just I will read 1 or 2 slides. Then I will say the matter of concern is the appeals whatever the employers made. It was case filed in 2011. But now Supreme Court has given the verdict. We were eagerly awaiting. Okay, what court has said, the employer has not provided proper documents and they have not proved how these wages emanate. Okay, so that's what basic wages under source and everything is defined there. And version Supreme Court, what it has said, no material has been placed by the establishment to demonstrate that the allowance in question being paid to its employees were either variable or were linked to any incentive for production resulting in greater output by an employee. Okay. In order to that the amount goes beyond the basic wages, it has to show that the workman concerned had become eligible to get this extra amount beyond the normal work. Just I give an example. At the end, I'll give one example. With that, I will close. And definition of wage is already defined in that cash value of any food concession, dearness allowance, and the HRA is already exempted, which is there in the Act. Okay. Now that's what the thing. Okay. There is no any change as far as the thing is concerned. Court has written only those judgments, those is that court has not applied any law, if you read the judgment. So, just I will come to that direct point. What will be the impact of this judgment? Okay? And you have to restructure all your salary if you have split the wage like anything, as per your use and finances by various amounts. The impact of such decision could be twofold. Number one, the contribution towards CPF will be on higher amount and hence less take-home pay for the employees, naturally. Number two, secondly, the retirement kitty will see more inflows as higher monthly PF contribution will move into the employees' provident fund account. Naturally. Okay. So these will be the two implications of that. Just to give an example of this one, because it is more in it like a theory and all that, it will not go into the brain, and it is the most confusion, and Supreme Court has made still more confusion as per me. At least I have read 1000 times this wage definition, still I am not clear. Okay, at least more than 1000 I have read times, but still not clear. But for quick understanding what I am telling, I will give my version of this one. What is PF limit? 15,000 rupees, right? Now we as an employer, what is the takeaway? We are all prudent employer. I talk of Bangalore city, I am not talking second, third, fourth layer city, and I am not talking of SME. There we have to do some questions, that's okay. What we have to keep in mind, as a professional, I am telling my advice and my opinion. This is my personal opinion. My personal opinion. Don't think I am legal expert. I am not expert. Okay. Number one, 15,000 is the limit. Better you cover under 15,000, whatever that is there, better you pay. Where your higher salary is there, no problem. That problem will be not there. You are all aware. And one advantage for we employer is there. Till 15,000, it is our obligation to pay employer's contribution. I mean about 1800 rupees. 12% of 15,000, right? Beyond that, employer has no obligation to pay, you are all aware. But whereas the employee can contribute till 100% of his basic, his contribution. That is also there in the law. Let us not go, just I am bringing to your notice. Number one, keep 15,000, you are not bothered. Okay, now coming to the minimum wage, I am talking less wage. Highest what is that even in engineering industry, if I take 11,000 odd, I am saying the round figure 12,000 rupees. Okay, basic and DA together, basic and CLA we say minimum wage, Karnataka. 12,000 you fix that one. Even the minimum wage has also said you should not split that. So you are bounded by that. And further minimum wage said you have to pay PF on that, which was not there earlier, but government has shown that it is none of their business because PF department is there. That they have to ask. So you are safe, 12,000 rupees. Now normally practically what we do, we HR and finance people, any revision of the wages, 60 to 80% you drive to the basic. Rest all you spread over in other components we say. Yes, that's what we do whenever we structure the salary sheet or compensation. So as long as you are in 15,000 and under that 60 to 80% and all that, you are safe. Number one. Most important thing, we have to take the advantage of the law, under the law only. HR is exempted. HR is not wage. It is already exempted. Under income tax, whatever the provision, 14 or 15, whatever you are aware, I am not sure. Okay, I am not sure. That much HR is allowed. Okay, statutorily it is allowed. If I pay more than that, am I going to be questioned by PF or not? We have to wait and see. Right now I advise better you pay 10% or 5% and more other than income tax also in HR. That's what I am going to say. At least some penny I can save in that. So therefore, one is minimum wage. Number two, PF wage of 15,000. And rest all other what take maximum you push to the HRA. Over and above income tax provision, whatever that is allowed in that little. Rest all other thing and all that you can do that one. There is some way of your safety. However, keeping into consideration for the basic. Why the court was and enforcement officer they were very heavy on the employer because particularly security agencies, contractors, some of the consultant employer. Though wage is 10,000, 12,000 rupees, 4,000, 5,000 rupees they kept the basic. Others they just some allowance or special allowance, something they made. Even I think under the Income Tax Act, education allowance, something and all that is all allowed. 1 or 2 periodical allowance, everything is there. That is allowed. Over and above, just to see that salary, some special allowance means what? That is number one. You have to quote what it has said. When it is not wage, supposing because to increase the production, I give production incentive. Or I ask you to work overtime, you will get extra. Or you have done good business, therefore once I declare the incentive. They are all over and above of your normal thing and you will get. It is not a regular feature. Whereas 20,000 rupees you fix a salary, that 20,000 is your regular feature. Then you cannot split and avoid PF, which is generally and statutorily required. So that is what they have taken into the consideration. Friends, that point you keep in mind. That point you keep in mind. Even if you take 15% of 12%, 15,000, 12% is 1,800 rupees. Right? So whatever is maximum, of course, employee is also lose because his take home will be less to that extent, whatever that will be there. But inevitable. So this is what, as per me, we as an employer, we have to keep in mind. Yes, sir.
So just to clarify, make sure we understood that correctly. Let's say there's an employee whose basic is 40,000, HRA is 20,000, and special allowance is another 20,000. So we are anyway capping that contribution to up to 15,000, and we are paying 1,800. So now with this rule, anyway they will not be paid.
Because now first is 15,000. That's what I say. The authority can ask, as per my knowledge and understanding, I have argued a case before me. 15,000 below is there only a right. We should not violate that rule. Till 15,000, 1,800 rupees over and above is, it is king. They have no, sir, what is that? I have complied the law. I have complied the law. That's all. Okay, that's what. And even over and above, even if the employee wants to contribute, we have to take one declaration is also there. And Act itself has made clear the employer has no obligation to pay over and above 15,000 rupees. So that is why I said first 15,000. Just to give an example, I have got one client of sugar factory. It is Tamil Nadu based sugar factory. I am advising them. What they have made, when this PF Act was amended for all their executives, 15,000 maximum they kept the basic. Okay. And below that only for every them they give. Beyond that only other thing they have splitted and all that. So 15,000 no problem. They have got almost about 1,800 employees or something total put together. Okay, all their groups put together. So 50,000 was. So minimum wage also keep in mind. Okay. And don't split the minimum wage. It is still more danger. Now 300 to 400 rupees again this year it will increase as far as government of Karnataka is concerned. Particularly lower cadre it becomes the problem. And the contractors. Be watchful on your contractors because they will be ill-advised. They will be ill-advised. And you as their auditor, now auditor, CA auditor, okay. You as an auditor, correct guide tomorrow they should not be rattled down. And we should do the justice in the corporate governance, which is our objective. Okay. So this is what, as far as the latest law is concerned. Anyway, now the employer stand is, as far as our stand, still we are appealing to the special petition and all that. We are going to Supreme Court again. Please give us a legal solution for this. Legally nothing is done. So we are all making our preparations. Maybe by another 2-3 months again we'll all go, we'll ask the government to go into the deep and please give us a clarity. What is not now, clarity is not there, we have done the same thing. Then we'll all comply the law. That's what our submission as an employer we are going to do. Please you people also join. You people also join. And make a Allah through your institute, through your body, through your forum and all that, so that matter is addressed properly. And in the compliance and adherence it becomes proper. Okay, with the least problem and least avoidance. Okay, this is what as far as the these are all latest amendments in labor laws. Now. Anyway, I don't take any questions here because it is only the fact. It is only the fact. Nothing is there to ask that one. Most of you are already aware. What may be the compliance, non-compliance points or problems may come in HR and labor laws. Okay, I give big list. Okay, you are all aware. Anyway, because you are all making financial audit. For you, it is a financial implications. For us, it is a social implication and human relations. We as an HR professional. What are all, just quickly, I'll glance this one, or else you can glance, I'll not read. Is it visible? Visible? Okay, just I think you can go grasp. So this we can say, preventive steps and proactive steps. What are all the non-compliance points as far as HR and labor law members? Preventive steps like accident safety, statutory payment. Proactive steps, industrial relations, okay, cost, everything. Then promotions, leave policy for contract labor. All the inspectors will come and ask, have you given leave to your contract labor? Regular they will not ask, because regular you might have complied. Because most of the companies now today they are all compliant. Contract labor will ask. Contract labor under Factories Act is a workman. So he has to get a leave 20 days for every 20 days, 1 working day. It means about 15 days maximum in a year. That is non-compliance point. Then employee participation. Because where there are more than 20 employees, there should be a grievance redressal committee. That is 2017 amendment of Industrial Dispute Act. Then nominations, that's what PF, PSI, whatever that is there under Factories Act. Then attritions, then salaries, disparity, etc. Grade, attendance, leave, absence, holidays, deductions. Holidays also you have to follow that one. Deductions you are all aware, more than 50% deduction under payment of Business Act. Where there are societies, 75% deduction. Date of payment, on or before 10th or 7th as per the applicability of PWA. Holidays, minimum Karnataka 10 holidays are there. Some employers I have seen they are giving less holidays, non-compliance. Policies of environment is very important. Safety and health. POSH means prevention of sexual harassment. What I am talking ladies law. Okay, and it is very stringent laws. Nowadays even we can't ask any lady, because now that law is so serious. Even for our colleagues, we can't ask. Okay, POSH law is also very serious act. Okay, there non-compliance will come. Cutting edge. Then ESI benefits. If the employee may be not aware. Okay, but you may end up in paying the treatment, etc., etc. Better get educated. Termination benefits, I have already told you. Immediately 1 month you have to pay gratuity. 1 month you have to pay leave wages. These are all the laws. Non-compliance if you don't do that. Then date of resignation, very important. It is a subject by itself. Lot of judgments are there. When resignation is acceptable, not acceptable, review or not delivered, whenever the employer liability, etc. Letter of acceptance, very important. These are all compliance, non-compliance points. Then Suvidha portal, anyway, central government has made for loading all this PF, etc. SEZ compliance, many people ask me in my labor law program, sir, SEZ exemption in our India. No exemption. Andre one exemption ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ they have to take permission from SEZ commissioner and then they have to come and seek. Now they have taken out. Any labor inspector come under the SEZ and ask the records. You have to show. No exemptions, please be aware. If financially it may be there under bank or interest or something because you may be knowing, but not under labor laws. Recent changes in fees, Government of Karnataka, I have already told you. Terminal dues, whenever an employee is resigned, sir, our union benefit ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. Become prudent employer. 3 months, 6 months, notice ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲಸ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. You have to manage properly. You are management. Okay. Bonus lies on management, not on the employees. Okay. Terminal dues. Date of payment of bonus, very important. You are all aware. Within 8 months from the completion of the accounting year. Legally defined timeline. You are all aware. As a CA, you are all aware. If it is not in timeline, you will write the report, non-compliant and all that, and you will lose benefits also. And thereby it becomes door for the union to form. Duty hours, very important. Under Factories Act, Shops Act, everywhere duty hours are there. Weekly working hours are also there. Rest day, continuous working, for everything law is there. Okay, what are all in audits and thing one will come across. OT working hours, you are all aware, 50 hours in a maximum in a quarter, you are all aware, you should not exceed. With permission, 75 hours, 70 to 75% for a quarter they provide. Break time, very important. Usage of chemicals, wherever chemical factories and things are there. Hand wash, health problem. Usage of PPEs, it means personal protective equipments like goggles, nose, helmet, whatever that will be there. At work, you are all aware, the employer has to provide free of cost. Some of the employers they deduct in the salary. I'm telling compliance, non-compliance points. Okay. Then fall, I mean when they were working they fall protection equipments like ladder and all that. Easy movement of working at workplace, you should be easy. That is what the employer's responsibility. ESIB ಏನಾದರೂ side ಬಿಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. Avoiding accumulations, leave accumulation and all that. Sir, whether I should give a leave encashment and all that. Many people come and ask me, sir, Ram, what about leave encashment? There is no any provision under the law for the leave encashment. 30 other man law is silent. If you make encashment provision, that is our provision. But it should be in the framework of the law to see that, examine and do that. Avoiding accumulation. Then visibility of evacuation signs, very strict. Even your auditors may ask, foreign auditors if they are, I mean exit, in, out, emergency, assembly place, etc. etc. Fire alarm clock, whenever it is required they may not alarm. Okay. Non-functioning fire alarms, that way periodically you should check. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಉಳಿದಿರೋದು ಯಾರು ನೋಡೋರು? These are all labor law. And it is ultimately directly employee is going to affected and then you will end up in paying lakhs together to the employee and more lakhs together to the inspectors and all. Fire alarm block, non-function, medical facility, okay. Penal consequences of harassment, sexual harassment and what are all the penal consequences? You must be aware. What are all the duties of the employer is clearly mentioned under POSH Act of 2013. That is why they say it should be, seminars should be there, they should attend, make a document. The rule is there. If you are not doing it, it is non-compliance. If you ask me to conduct HR and labor audit, all these I will write. ಉಳಿದೋ ನೀವು ಸೇವೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ SIPF ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, 18-20 ಪೇಜ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. Okay. Then penal display, your display is also very important under POSH Act. Stability certificate, I have already told you, competent person. And consent notes, I mean night working, and also this above $15,000 consent irbekagutte. Employees, women employees, if we apply till 10 PM, right now in Karnataka, consent should be there. In Tamil Nadu, women can work night time into the factories I am talking. Of course in Karnataka, shop side it is already there. Then canteen, if it is a canteen, statutory canteen where there are more than 250 employees, mandatory canteen under the Factories Act. Transport, today almost all employers are providing transport, employees will really panta. But if there is accident, who is responsible? Tomorrow we want to take back, cost sikapatti agide, cost cut madbeku, we want to take back, then what it will happen? Once we give the benefit, we cannot take out section 9A of Industrial Dispute Act, we say operates. What we do? So therefore, be proactive. Make clear in the beginning only. Then probation period, most of the companies they will not follow. Heroes model confirmation kodolla. Union will start. Terms of contract, what are all the terms of the contract? Be aware. What is the contract? Contractor, employee, workman, all the each word will matter for all that. Terms of the contract you must be aware. Transfer clause, non-compliance, many of the times. Whenever union they make problem, they will transfer them. Then it becomes legal fighting. So keep practice of transfers also.
Contract employee means only one who is directly hired as a regular payment, no? If it is a piecework given for the...
No, piecework is one of the mode of the payment. Contractor employees, contract employees, there is a difference. Contract employees is what? Supposing you hire me for 1 month or 3 months or 1 year, I am a contract employee for you for the term of 1 year, direct employer-employee relationship. Contractor employees, they are coming through third party. He is the employer, I am principal employer. There is a difference.
So in that case also this laws will be applicable.
Of course.
For the principal.
Piece rate, even if you give the piece rate, it should not be less than minimum wage.
No, but we will not get into this register.
Whatever that is there, it should not be less than minimum wage.
No.
Go through the act, it is there.
We will not get into his register. No? It is he is managing that.
No, no. Even if it is a remote contractor also, all these laws are applicable. Be aware. You asked a very good question.
On him it will be applicable. Not on
In case he is a failure, as a principal employer is responsible. Even PF Act, ESI Act, what they say, in case a contractor fails to pay the contribution, what the law says, principal employer can pay and debit to the contractor's account. That is what the law says. By the time debit, he may disappear also. That's what is most of the cases we see. Okay, anyway, be preventive. What I mean to say, for everything there is a ways and means. Cheating anyway it will happen, but we should be proactive and take maximum step in a prudent way. Okay. Terms of contract, then a transfer clause, then a WC calculation, workman's compensation. Whenever any accident happens, don't pay immediately the compensation. Please consult the concerned persons and all that. ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅತ್ತೆ ಬಂದ್ರು ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಬಡವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ 4 ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದೆ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಬಂದ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೈಕಾಲು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಮ್ಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ತಗೋ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ. I am not telling I don't want to avoid them, but pay legally and complete all the formalities. What I mean to say. Otherwise, commissioner has got a power to reorder the payment again. That 5 lakhs will go wasted. Though you have given the good intention. What I mean to say. Okay, my idea is that we don't get more. I am happy. Okay, I have no any problem. Okay, then portion of employers, then competent persons in hazardous persons, that is one point. Then welfare, restroom, canteen, latrines, washing, first aid, drinking water. Okay, all that is there under the Factories Act. Each person should get 5 liters minimum drinking water. It means if there are 100 employees, 500 liters you have to keep. Like Gulbarga, Bidar, Pavagada, where there is no water, there are no 5 liters. What the law says, law is great. Employer has to provide adequate drinking water. Lawyer has adequate drinking water. They say there is not 5 liters. See, law is so great. Okay. Then process of safety management, process of labor law compliance, globalization impact, whatever that is there. Then whenever any accident happens, incident investigation, it means root cause. Industrial Dispute Act compliance, I mean layoff, retrenchment, closure, termination, good triangle benefit, all this comes under Industrial Dispute Act provision. Then disciplinary compliance, checklist you have to make, ease of doing business, initiatives. Then women laws, you should be all aware. Skills categorization, skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled, all that. Minimum wage Karnataka special points, employee relations test, checklist, seating capacity in bus, adequate or inadequate, you have to see. Late issues, appointment orders, standing orders, fire NOC, fire drills, copy of plan approvals, maintenance, pressure vessels, air compressors, electricity, lift, ID cards, medical officer, nurses certificate, waste disposal, generator approval, PF, ESI, PT, environmental laws compliance, first aid certificate, canteen committee, proceedings, training records, grievance committee, health safety, works committee. These are all various compliance checklist and checkpoint in labor laws. Friends, I request along with all your financial audit, all these you add. Okay, then it becomes compliance. I know, one or the other way they will be there. One or the other will be there. But just I am trying to bring to your notice on that. Okay, friends, so these are all compliance and non-compliance points as far as the labor laws are concerned. Okay. Now what I do, I will not go in detail. Quickly I want to say what are all the compliance perspective I will give quickly in another 5-10 minutes. Then if there are any question, I will go by that. Substantial law is a body and the rules through that we implement. And for whenever you read the law, you must read with the rules. Act is body of the law. Rule is how to implement and that one. Okay. Categorization of the compliance are what? Important provisions like all statutory provision. Like approval, health, safety, welfare, whatever I said. Then what are all the coverage? Like under the minimum wage, PF, PSI, coverage of the employees that you have to see. Next is renewal compliance that are of an occasional nature, yearly or quarterly or half yearly, whatever that will be there. No, that I am not. Okay. Then registers to be maintained. What are all the registers to be maintained? You are all aware. Various checklists are there. Then a display of the notice, like working hours, okay, all these abstracts, etc. Then returns, yearly, half yearly, okay, Okay, that have to be made and all that. And statutory compliance, like all that time of the payment, deposits, etc., etc. Okay. In your financial audit, what happens? You see only the financial implications. Whereas in labor laws, what we see, social repercussions and human relations. That is the difference of that. Okay, that is the difference. And in case of the violation of labor laws, what happens? Employer will be prosecuted. Okay, penalty as well as imprisonment, that will be all there. Okay, so that's what the important provisions of that. So that's how that will be there. So therefore, in labor laws, scrutiny of the records, maintenance of the applicable laws, etc., etc. That is what it will be all seen. And ultimately, what the proactive steps should be there, like Industrial Dispute Act, I say, like all layoff, retrenchment, closure. Okay, there all the provisions are applicable. Even appointment, terminations, probation, avoidance of the salary, etc., etc. They will all go into that. Minimum wage also very important, very serious laws. Industrial dispute standing order, I have already told you about that one. So ultimately what? Compliance of the benefit of the labor law would benefit the employer, employee and the government. Okay. Satisfied employees are the assets to the organization. Okay. It is a duty of the employer to see that employees all the time they are all satisfied. And the transparency of the records will also avoid many problems. And employer in terms of the penalty, low penalty will be there, high productivity and increased belongingness. Okay, essential for the industrial peace also, and the directors are safe in that. Okay, thus it is ultimately it is the good governance. So therefore, properly implement the law. Ultimately, what it is all corporate governance, and ultimately what equity and justice. By following all these labor laws, the benefit is equity and justice, which is needed for whether contract labor, permanent labor, casual labor or permanent employee. For everybody it is required because they are all human beings. If the human being is happy and satisfied, then only all other things or acts or provisions will continue. So ultimately friends, what I need to say that in addition to your whatever financial advice, compliance, which is an economic point which is very important, along with that see that all these other aspects which have a direct and indirect implications on employer, employee, directors of the government, see to do what best you can do in that. Okay. If not immediately, over a period. Okay. Ultimately all these will lead to very important. Last point, I want to give one of my experience and close my talk. I was general manager HRD for one of the multinational company. It was a chemical and pharma based company. We had an accident I mean fire. We lost 13 crores. Factory burnt and it became ash before our eyes. Anyway, insurance claim and all that, we are not worried about that. It was serious because chemical dum and all that, like recently in Almangala there was a fire, you might have seen in TV, paint Godawan. Like that it was all there. So as an HR, what I did, I was there as GMHR for 8.5 years in that company. Later I started my own company. Every year what I made, used to submit report to the government. I mean secretary, government of Karnataka, then factory, labor, whatever that will be there. What is that? We have taken all safety measures, how much investment we have made, month-wise. How much investment we have made, what actions we have taken, how we are proactive, what is all that, with all the photo. Almost every year, it is such a big document with chapa acknowledgement. All that I maintained. And when this happened, they came all the inspection, investigation, everything is made, even by the police department, intelligence, everything. And I facilitated all these regulatory authorities in all that. And believe it or not, friends, we were not prosecuted. Number one, there was no any casualties, that is a great point. And what the fact I say, occupier has to take all precautions beyond a doubt for safety and health of the organization. We all ensured, and all those submissions for so many years what I did, all that came to my rescue. And I proved before the regulatory authorities that look, we have taken all precautionary measures. We have done our best. All measures we have taken. In spite of all these things happened. So therefore it has to be done. So authorities they were also kind enough, they were rational, gone through all the reports and all that. With all that, just they issued us one letter of warning. Okay, please do all the needful henceforth, please see that such accidents will not happen, thereby be safe. So the moral of the story, friends, what I am telling, anyway you are submitting your balance sheet and all that to ROC and all that, like that, Even in all the safety, health, employees matter, advise all your clients and all that. Let them also make reports from January to December each year. What are all good things, corporate governance, etc., what they have done, how much spent, how many employees, etc. All that go and submit to the regulatory authorities and also to your vendor, your auditors, okay, your customers, whoever will be there, all that. If you make, all these things will go in the long run in your favor, And over a period, your documentation will improve, you will come to know and all that, that becomes very good point forward. So this is what my experience, and I succeeded, and I am advising all my client company to do this one, and I am ensuring to the maximum clients. So thereby, I have protected their interest. Okay. So friends, this is all my presentation as far as the day is concerned. I am very much thankful again to the institute for having invited me here. Last but not least, I must thank you also, because nobody has yawned or looked at mobile and all that. I could see even till the last, everybody was attentive. So it means I think I am successful in delivering whatever the objective was there. Thank you very much for your listening. If there are any questions, one or two questions I would like to take. Thank you very much. Apartment, in one of the case, what happened, it is not a commercial or shop. Earlier they used to take shops and commercial establishment act. So recently, about 3 years back, there was a judgment, it was challenged and it is not coming under it because it is only for the tenants. Therefore it is not shop or thing, but however minimum wage is applicable. Minimum wage. Yes, minimum wage is applicable for housekeeping or whoever it is. Yes, minimum wage, yes, you have to, even 1 or 2 hours.
No number of minimum
No. Under minimum wage, there is no number for the applicability.
But if they work like instead of 8 hours, they work only 4 hours. So 4 hours that will be proportionately reduced when you
see here, later when you get time, go to the minimum wage act. So minimum wage act, what it says, supposing as a worker I go, employer says 1 hour work, today I have many work, you go as an employer. If he says, then what happens, that day's wage to be paid, that is what the minimum wage it says. But when you call for 4 hours restricted, proportionately you can.
And one more thing is, if there is a consultant on regular basis, is there any challenge?
See, consultant, it is not defined under any law. Who will be consultant? Just to elaborate. For example, I am an architect, let us assume. Whenever there is an architect need is there, I will come and go.
Yeah.
CA, whenever any problem or discussion, meeting or any task matter is there, you go and finish. Consultant, you got the idea. It is not your regular business and all that, not day to day. Your presence will not, non-presence will not make any impact on the business. So there in such cases, if you keep regularly calling consultant, under all these 15,000 or 21,000, whatever that is there, applicable laws will be there. So therefore, be clear about that.
For any labor inspector entering the factory just like that, so we can ask him that please issue.
Please,
He has to come with prior intimation only.
that is there, but under all the laws, there is a chapter called inspectors and authorities. They have a right to come and enter and do that. They have a right. Legislation has given them a power. Okay. So therefore, don't use that. Whenever they come, they are doing their duties. What I request, instead your security, let them come. You also, hello sir, how are you? How many wives? How many children? How many friends? And all that. Charity and all that. Build a personal rapport. Then take that one. Your job becomes easy and all that. So they have to do this. Otherwise, they have got powers.
Where the ESY applicable for the organization? So instead of going for a ESY, can they go for a group insurance?
No. There is no exemption from the law. There is no exemption from the law because there is one clause is there. Your benefits better you provide, they should be more better than ESI. Then only you can get exemption with the proper application and all that inspection.
Sir, under ESI and PF, whether the grace period continues or withdrawn? Grace period for payment of the contributions.
Payment from?
Contributions.
No. Once under PF and ESI, it is like a Hindu marriage act. Once you do that, you will continue, you have to pay and going administrative charge, something is there, 75 or 200, something is there. You should continue unless your organization is really closed by all means of law. Like your tax laws, central excise, bank, everything should be really closed. Then only you can put. Otherwise, it will continue and you have to go and take that minimum charge. You cannot.
Here, the due date, given the due date,
Grace period.
Grace period
was.
Grace period has gone now. There is no grace period. Earlier it was there. Now they have made 15 because of the what I say digitalization. No grace period.
Sir, for charitable trust, is it applicable?
Charitable, we have to check and see that only. There are certain are there, certain are not there. That we have to really study and come back to. Offhand, I cannot give the answer.
So is declaration required for employees crossing 50,000 salary?
Because in PF it is said, if they want to contribute over and above 15,000, you should take one declaration. That's what it is stated in the law. So that you take, keep, and then you can. Format as such it is not there. I so and so, hereby agree and I allow the employer to reduce something like that. You have to keep it this. Okay. There is no format as such.
The salary is only basic and the gross salary should be.
No, again you see, still now I said 15,000. What is that? The various camouflage I said that to take into the consideration.
ESI can be got.
In the ESI it is very clear. The all gross wages are under ESI. ESI is very clear. Here only confusion. Here only the confusion. What is wage? What is not wage? Still now that is the biggest problem. Nobody is clear and nobody can give 100% correct answer. You have to be judicious. See maximum your protection and safety.
Sir,
First general question, sir.
just a second.
Yeah. I think just let me complete it. Mic is in his hand. Let me complete.
Sir, under the shops and establishment, is there a requirement if an employee works late, there need to be a declaration taken from him?
No, not declaration. It attracts overtime provision number 1, as says. And women employees, if they are engaged. If they are IT enabled, their exemption is there. If they are other than this thing, don't employ beyond 7 p.m. Okay? Otherwise, in regular fishing shops and all that. Overtime, they are over and above 9 hours or 48 hours in a week, they are liable for overtime twice the rate of the wage. Twice the rate of the wage. Yeah.
Most IT companies, they have started with the layoff of the employees. So we as a cautious employer, what are the major precautions that employers take by taking this decision of layoff?
Very good question he asked. Many of the IT people say we have come from heaven. Okay. Under the law, okay, they may be salary, may be very high. Salary is not the criteria. Even pilot, Air Indian pilot is also working under labor laws. His salary code is at 2 lakh. Okay, that is a question of the law. In Industrial Dispute Act, which I have not touched because it is subject by itself, Chapter 5 and Chapter 5B is there. Chapter 5U is applicable for below 100 employees. Chapter 5B is applicable above 100 employees. Whenever an employer wants to resort to either layoff, retrenchment or closure, he has to comply with the provisions of those laws. In my opinion, most of the IT companies, they are not doing. That is the reason now unions are formed and they want to insist to withdraw the facility given to IT company for standing order. Okay. There is a particular provisions are there how to do that one. There is a mechanism is mentioned in the law. Once they follow, then there is no problem. In case they don't follow, if it is charged by the court of the law or thing, then the employer may lose the case in that.
And Contract Employment Act or what act we need to refer? IT?
Industrial Dispute Act, IDA short form is Industrial Dispute Act 1948. You refer that. There, what are all the provisions? It is all mentioned. How to do and all that.
In that case, IT Act will be
Applicable.
Sir, thank you for a very informative session. I have a question on the compliances in terms of the registers that have to be maintained under the law. So auditor probably need not have to comment on that, but what do we advise our clients on maintaining all those registers, because there are several under each law. How should we go about that?
Now what I say is very simple. Please maintain a checklist under whatever in the shop, factory or plantation or BOC, whatever that your establishment is there. Whatever all the required, make a checklist either physically or electronically can be maintained. But if you maintain it electronically, it should be in the format. That is the law. They cannot just be Excel sheet or anything. It should be in the format. And it should be retrievable for the inspector whenever demanded. Okay, number 1. All that in that they should be maintained, number 1. They should be updated all the time. Number 3, they should be accessible as and when demanded. These are the provisions you have to keep in mind.
Auditor comment
Other compliance of the law, how it is there, I think definitely it is in the provision, because if it is a non-compliance, naturally some minus point will be there, corporate governance. So again, if you need any help, please approach us. I will provide you more light on that. The specifics, I will do it in the general, in the tip.
Thank you.
One employee is drawing 22,000 salary. He wanted to contribute to ESA, but ESA limit is 21 only.
Oh, he's out. He's out. He's out. You can't do it. Unfortunately, he's out.
So the Supreme Court judgment on basic wages, whether it is prospective or retrospective?
Supreme Court has not changed anything. More act it is retrospective. Even inspector can come and hold you. Better you take care.
There are many practical.
Supreme Court has not said anything about the law. It is not discussed the law. Therefore, it is retrospective.
Sir, I have 2 questions. One is, sorry, as he said, the follow-up question to this, ESI, one person wants to contribute. As per applicability as an employer, if I am employing 10 employees, ESI is applicable. Correct. But my 9 employees are drawing 25 and above, only 1 employee is drawing 21. Then should I be registering ESI?
Yes. You have to register and pay for whatever employee is applicable for that.
Okay. So the other question is, as we were discussing one judgment of Supreme Court, you suggested that if I am barring my basic at 15,000, even a person is earning 1 lakh or say 1.5 lakhs, I can keep my basic at 15 and try to say other components I can share the allowances which are linked to his salary or his performances. That can be fine.
See, law is not telling unfortunately about anything about performance. In a variable pay or pay linked thing, it is the law. Otherwise, you are as you said 1 lakh or 1 lakh 20,000. This is now as far as PFPA is concerned, 15 and 21 is the guideline. Over and above what you make, I think inspector has no any business to ask. And number 1, as for the salary structure, other than minimum wage, there is no any law in India. Okay, so there is no any law. Okay, we have all done over a period and all that, that's how practices are there. Other than some of your income tax provisions, like 40% HRA, conveyance, etc. etc. Okay, those are only the guidelines.
So this due date for paying the PF is 15th, right? How is it calculated? Like for the month of Jan, if I'm paying the salary in the month of February, so is it 15th of February or will it be 15th of
No. January salary, whatever you pay, contribution you have to make before 15th February. January is called subscription.
Because I'm hearing that the month you pay, the 15th will apply the following month after.
Yes, following month. That is under the Payment of Wages Act, month is defined, calendar month is defined. Okay, 1st to 30th is the calendar month, or 15 days, less than that is allowed, not over 33. So January, supposing you paid the salary, subscription is deducted of the employees. So our obligation is to pay by 15th February together, the employees and employer contribution. Following month, in other words, whatever you say. Subsequent month or whatever you say.
But sir, question is January salary is paid in February 1st. What happens? Is it that still 15th February?
No, January salary, as per the Payment of Wages Act, taking less than 1,000 employees on or before 7th February, you have to make the payment.
Yes.
Right? Then your PF contribution you have to make that one by 15th February only. Because January salary that is. January contribution rather, as far as PF is concerned. Contributions you have to be made by subsequent 15th. I don't use the word salary, subscription. I hope with that. Thank you very much. After this, I'll come down. I have one small announcement. I seek your help. I'll come out of the dais once they complete the chapter. Because this is nothing to do with the institute, but my personal opinion. Because I should not use that platform to say that. Video is completed. Video is closed, no? Because I don't know. No, normally.
I think this session has been very informative and benefiting to all the members. And we would like to thank today's speaker on behalf of Bangalore branch in the audience. I request Rajkumar sir to please come and present a memento as a token of gratitude. Please give a great round of applause. Thank you for clearing all the doubts. Thank you very much, sir. We'd like to conclude this session now, and good night and Shubh Ratri.